Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the crappy lighting. I'm out in the garage enjoying a cigar. Cole, by the way, if you're watching, Cole, thanks again for the Gurkhas, brother. I haven't had a stick since July, maybe June. So yeah, look at the ash on that too. I even let these get a little dry. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, man. Anywho, I'm ready to open bidding on the first Esprit de Corps. Now, if you guys are watching this and you're not sure what the Esprit de Corps batches are, I'll refer you to the video just before this. I'll put a link in the description. Go watch that first, or you're going to be totally lost. Otherwise, here we are opening the bidding on the first one. I took notes, so I'll be looking up. In fact, that's the glare coming off my glasses, is the computer screen here. But believe me, if I didn't make notes, you guys know me, I'd have been rambling for a good 45 minutes through this thing. So, I'll give you a description, and I'll give you a price breakdown of the constituents, give you the total the total cost for production, and the expected yield, and then I'll tell you how you can enter. Alright, and again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the video before this one. I'll put a link in the description. Watch that first, and come back to this one. So, the Esprit de Corps Batch 1. On the blog, this will be referred to as EDC1. When this video goes up, which will be tomorrow morning, this is Saturday night, so Sunday, I'll wait till I've been up for a few hours. When this goes up, I'll be putting the blog post up at the same time. And it'll be called EDC1 until we have a name for it. That'll be up to you guys to decide. If you like it, we'll give it a name. If you don't, it never gets made again, and then it's just forever known as EDC1. Pretty sure you guys are going to like this, though. Basically, this was taking the things I learned from Eventide. And if you guys have been following me, you know the Eventide was the last batch I was going to come out with before I stopped production with OSP for a while. And I was still going to release it, but I made one big mistake in the end. I added I'll just tell you, I added Latakia to it, which was supposed to be like a big part of the profile, but when it went in, every nuance, every little thing, like 4 months of production, it was just lost in the Latakia. And it made for a good Latakia snuff, but like I had put 4 months into producing the flower that the Latakia was being blended into, and everything about it was lost as soon as I had the Latakia. All you could smell smoke. So I took that and I thought, all right, what did work? What was good about the flower before I added the Latakia to it? What could have been better if I were to do it over again? How would I do it? And I came up with this. So this is basically a revision of Eventide. I can tell you ahead of time, it's going to be phenomenal. All right, so here's the description that I typed out, again for the sake of brevity. EDC1. A flower of small batch St. James Perique and hand-selected aged barley are triple fermented while being fed with a thick, dark molasses. Then toasted before being dressed with Young's double chocolate stout and toasted again. Meanwhile, a second flower of Brazilian Seco, with its natural earth, wood, and pepper notes, bathes in one of the sourest, oakiest mainstream bourbons I know, Jim Beam Devil's Cut. Using a process of dressing the leaf, letting it marinate, evaporating the alcohol off, and repeating until the constituents absolutely marry, I'll basically recreate my early 20s. I haven't drank alcohol in half a decade, but I still can't deny that few flavor combinations come close to the glory of good cigar leaf and strong bourbon. Brought back down to a final mill of 200 micron, the two flowers finally meet and spend some time getting to know each other, exchanging properties, and making beautiful babies in our noses. Throughout the process, I'll be posting videos. As promised, you can watch your snuff going all the way through the process, and even if you didn't donate. Sorry, I'm getting a runner. Even if you don't donate, you can still watch the videos, obviously, on this channel. And if you're interested at all in snuff making, or the way I do, some of this stuff might be wacky. I don't know, but For what it's worth, I'll be posting videos on the topic of stripping and selecting leaf. You know, when leaf comes in, not all of it you want to use. Some of it you want to throw away for various reasons. I'll show you how I strip my leaf, and I'll go more into why I choose to use all lamina. It's something people have asked me a lot, and I'll address that in that video. I'll do videos on toasting, obviously how I do my toasting. I'll be doing videos on how I do my milling. That's going to raise some eyebrows, and I don't think a whole lot of you guys are going to want to go the route that I go, but I'll show you, and I'll give you the reasons why I do that. I think the most interesting to a lot of you guys, especially going by a conversation that was going on in the Nasal Snuff Takers group on Facebook the other day, or a few weeks ago, about fermenting, and I'll show you how I do my fermenting. I'll give you all the science I can behind it, and there is no right way to do, well, no, there's right ways to do it, because there's wrong ways to do it, but I'll show you how I do it. Now getting into the constituents and what it's all going to cost. So these prices are all off of leafonly.com. That's where like 90% of my leaf comes from. And all the leaf for this batch will be coming from there. You can cross-check if you want. Go fill your cart with the things I'm about to list and see if the prices come up the same. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. You just got to take me at my word. The aged burley, I'm going to need 5 pounds of it. It's $18.99 a pound, so the aged burley comes out to $94.95. The St. James Perique, I need a pound and a half. Leaf Only sells your leaf in 1 pound and quarter pound increments. So I need 1 pound and 2 quarter pound increments. That comes out to $98.97. The Brazilian Seco, the Cubra, I need 3 pounds at $23.99 a pound. That's $71.97. With UPS second day ground and next day handling, because believe me, if you don't pay the $10 for the next day handling, it'll take them a week and a half to get to your order. I know this from experience. If you guys are waiting on the Rusica from me, that's what happened there. I didn't pay the $10, and it took them like almost 2 weeks to get my order out. That comes to lost my place, $27.76. The constituents, there's only 2 of them. The Devil's Cut, Jim Beam Devil's Cut. Out here, I can get a 5th for $25. Gonna need 2 of those. That's $50. The Young Double Chocolate Stout, I'm gonna need 6 of the 17-ounce bottles. They're $4 a piece. That's $24. The grand total will be have to raise what you're bidding towards is $367.65, which will round up to $368. I'm expecting 3 kilos of finished snuff out of this. It's probably gonna be more than that. It's probably going to be a good deal more than that, but I would always rather give you a small number and come out ahead than tell you, yeah, there's going to be 4 kilos and you end up with like 2.5, So I'm expecting 3 kilos, probably going to end up with more, and I don't see this taking more than 8 weeks. Skipping through my notes. So yeah, the important number there is 367.68. In this case, that means every dollar donated is worth about 0.27%, which is around 8 grams. For the bidding, there's a $10 minimum. So if you want to bid less than $10, I'm sorry. In the future, I might, but this being the first batch, I want everything to go quick and smooth so that the people who maybe feel kind of sketchy about this whole thing can watch, see how it works. Sorry, see, even when I'm making notes, I ramble, dude. I freaking ramble. My other channel, In a Pinch, I don't review anything. I pull tobacco up and I ramble about it for 10-15 minutes. So yeah, there's a $10 minimum on the bidding. The final amount that we're trying to come out to is $368. If we can raise within a week, if we can raise 80% of that in bids, I'll cover the last 20%. I lost my place in my notes. Alright, to enter, get your notepads out. You're going to send an email to ospsnuff@gmail.com. That's in the description of the video, ospsnuff@gmail.com. In the subject line, you're going to type EDC1. In the body, you're going to include your name, your actual name, your mailing address, the amount you'd like to donate either in dollars or in percent, and the name that you want me to use, because what's going to happen is over on the blog, I'm going to get a list going, and it's going to show the name that you gave me. Some of you might not mind me using your real name. Others, you might not want me to use your real name, want me to call you, you know, Anonymous One, whatever, and it'll say Anonymous One donated 22% of the final figure. And it'll be in percent, and then in the end, when we have the final yield, the full final yield, that number will be posted, and after each person's name will be listed the number of grams that you get to take home, dividing your percentage over the total final yield. I've been getting a lot of emails. I know a lot of you guys are kind of confused by this. It seems confusing. If you're put off by it, go ahead and sit this one out and just watch how everything goes. Watch the blog and these videos, and see how it goes. I'll be having a lot more of these in the future. I think it's a cool idea. I really do. I've had a couple of people tell me I'm crazy, but I really do think it'll be a good idea. So you're going to send an email to ospsnuff@gmail.com. Give me your name, your mailing address, the amount you'd like to donate, and the name that you want me to use when referring to you in public. What will happen is within a few hours, unless I'm asleep, I'll send you a direct link for donation through PayPal. I finally decided to go with PayPal because in this case, we both immediately have a digital record of the transaction. So neither of us can walk away saying, you know, that either of us pulled anything sketchy. I have a record that you donated, you have a record that you donated, and we can go from there. Once I've sent you the link for donation, within an hour of you sending that, I'll send you a verification saying, cool, I got it, we're good. Within 24 hours, your name will be popping up on the list on the blog. I'll be updating that once every 24 hours. I still have work and family and lots of stuff going on, so I'll be popping on once an hour to update the list on the blog. If 24 hours goes by and you know you've donated and you don't see your name pop up, shoot me an email right away so I can make sure that we're settled. Where am I at? The bidding will run from right now, and I'm recording this Saturday night. I'm going to put this up sometime mid-morning for me, so I'll say it's probably going to be up before 8 o'clock Central, but I'm not sure. I could sleep in. But it's running from whenever this video goes up through midnight next Saturday, the 27th. Alright. If at least 80% of the cost is covered by then, I'll cover the rest. If 80% has not been reached, I'm going to take that as a sign that this was not meant to be, this batch anyways, and all the funds, everybody who donated, will be returned before midnight Sunday. Okay. Actually, you know what? I can't say that because it won't be a banking day. Midnight Monday, the following Monday. Alright. And again, if you donated and it didn't happen and you didn't get your money back, please get a hold of me right away. Alright, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to get into that with anybody here. Do not send me donations without first sending the email. Alright, don't try to skip ahead, you know, by sending the money right away. This is purely a first come, first serve thing. Alright, I'm not playing favorites. I have promised not to play favorites. I do have friends in the community. I have very good friends in the community, and I'm not playing favorites with anybody. So if you send me a donation without first getting a hold of me, I am going to send the money back to you, and I'm not going to accept a bid from you. Alright, email me first with your name, your address, what you'd like to donate, and the name you'd like me to use when referring to you online. So in the end, when it's all done, the final yield will be recorded on the OSP blog, as I explained, with the final numbers everyone's taken home recorded next to their name, as I explained. When that happens, I'll send emails to everybody who donated so that you know, in case you don't catch the video or the update on the blog or whatever, you'll know that it's done and how much you're taking home. And I'll be asking for the money for shipping. The whole idea is that this project pays for itself, right? That's what makes this open source. Everybody feeds into it. If you'll notice in that price breakdown, the money that you're bidding towards, I didn't include my time or labor. Alright, I'm not charging for any of this. This is purely an artistic outreach. This is for fun and for education and for community. If you would like to make a standalone donation to OSP, if you would like to send money to me just purely for OSP and not strictly for this donation drive, I will of course accept donations. The other things that I do all cost a good deal of money. Money will go towards the bettering of what I'm able to put out under the OSP name, as well as I've talked a little bit before about a forum I'd like to build, a vanilla forum, kind of stylized after Snuff House, for people to talk specifically about home processing tobacco, whether it's snuff or snus or pipe tobacco or cigars. I really want to get a community going with this. But yeah, so in the breakdown, none of that included my my labor. I'm technically doing this for free. So that's just to justify why I'm asking for money for shipping when it's all done. But yeah, I'll get a hold of you. We'll work out shipping, and if you want to make a standalone donation back to OSP, that'd be greatly appreciated. But no one's required to. No pressure. And that's about it, guys. I look forward to doing this. I really hope this works out. I know, like I said, I got a lot of emails and personal messages, people looking for clarification as to how this all works. I wasn't sure how to make it any clearer. It is kind of convoluted the way it's set up, but if you're iffy about it, just stand back, watch these videos and the blog, and kind of get a feel for how it works. I really think this is going to be cool, and look forward to working with you guys. The bidding begins now. Cheers.